Have you ever wondered what it would take to survive in the brutal world of Westeros? Imagine a realm so vast in its expanse that it spans a continent. A world where summer can stretch for years and winter a lifetime. This is the terrain of Game of Thrones. A universe where power is as volatile as wildfire, and survival is as precarious as a castle built on sand. In this sprawling landscape, 7 kingdoms vie for control, each with its unique culture, customs, and perils. From the icy wilderness of the north, where the chilling whispers of the White Walkers echo, to the sun-kissed shores of Dorne in the south, Westeros is a land of stark contrasts. In the heart of this realm stands the Iron Throne, the ultimate symbol of power, coveted by many, but claimed by few. The quest for this throne is not for the faint-hearted. It is a game of strategy and wits, where alliances are as brittle as the winter ice, and betrayals as common as the crows in the night sky. The intricate social structure of Westeros adds another layer to this complex game. Lords and ladies, knights and squires, masters and septons all have a role to play. All have a part in the Dance of Dragons. The societal norms and expectations, the binding oaths and fealty, they all contribute to the delicate balance of power in this realm. Yet amidst the power struggles and the political machinations, Westeros is also a world of resilience and survival. The small folk who bear the brunt of the wars and the whims of the High Lords are the unsung heroes of this tale. Their stories of survival, often overlooked, are as integral to the fabric of Westeros as the High Lord's quest for the Iron Throne. In the ruthless world of Westeros, only the strongest and the smartest survive. But what if there was a secret weapon? What if I told you that in the brutal world of Game of Thrones, honor could be your secret weapon? Well, hold on to your Iron Throne, because it's time to delve into the complex and fascinating concept of honor in Westeros. Let's start by considering what honor means in this realm. It's not just about being a good guy or playing fair. In the cutthroat world of Game of Thrones, honor is a currency. It's a measure of a person's worth, their integrity, and their commitment to their beliefs. Take Ned Stark, for example, the epitome of honor in the series. He lives and breathes honor, so much so that it defines his every action. He's the kind of guy who would rather lose his head than betray his principles. And this isn't just a metaphor, as we all know. His honor is his shield, his sword, and his downfall. Then there's Jon Snow, another paragon of honor. He's the guy who's always trying to do the right thing, no matter the cost. He's got that Stark blood in him, after all. His honor leads him to make tough decisions, like taking a stand against his own kin or defending the rights of the free folk, even when it's not the popular choice. And let's not forget Brienne of Tarth, a woman in a man's world fighting for respect and recognition. She's living proof that honor isn't gender-specific in the Game of Thrones universe. Her loyalty, dedication, and unwavering belief in the code of honor make her a formidable force. The key thing to remember is that these characters' actions are all driven by their honor. It's not about the pursuit of power or personal gain. It's about staying true to their values, even when it's inconvenient or downright dangerous. So, you see, in the world of Game of Thrones, honor is more than just a noble ideal. It's a weapon, a shield, and a guiding light. It's a way to navigate the treacherous waters of power and politics. Honor then becomes not just a moral compass, but a survival tool in this world. But what happens when honor clashes with survival instincts in Game of Thrones? Let's take a deep dive into the often perilous waters of honor in Westeros. For some characters, their steadfast dedication to honor becomes their Achilles heel, leading them down paths fraught with danger and often death. Take Ned Stark, for example. A man of unyielding honor and integrity, he was the epitome of a noble lord. But it was his honor that led him to confront Queen Cersei about her children's illegitimate claim to the throne. His noble intentions, while honorable, were the catalyst for his execution. A stark reminder that honor can sometimes be a deadly virtue in the cutthroat world of Westeros. Then we have Robb Stark, Ned's eldest son who followed too closely in his father's footsteps. Robb's adherence to honor led him to marry for love rather than duty, breaking a vital alliance. This resulted in the infamous Red Wedding, a massacre that wiped out much of House Stark and ended Robb's reign as king in the North. And let's not forget Jon Snow. His dedication to honor and duty led him to reveal his true parentage to Daenerys, a decision that ultimately led to his banishment to the Night's Watch. Even his murder at the hands of his own brothers in the Night's Watch was a result of his honorable decisions that were viewed as treachery by those less principled. In all these instances, honor was not a shield that protected these characters, but rather a sword that cut them down. Westeros is a world where the rules of honor and nobility often clash with the brutal reality of power and survival. So we're left with the question, in a realm where treachery and deceit are as common as the changing of seasons, does honor truly have a place? Or is it simply a luxury that few can afford and even fewer can survive? In a world where treachery and deceit are common, does honor truly have a place? Yet, despite its high cost, honor does have its rewards in Game of Thrones. Intrigued? Let's delve into the redeeming power of honor in Westeros, where the stakes are high and the game is deadly. Take Jon Snow, the epitome of honor in the series. His dedication to always doing what's right, no matter the cost, initially led him to a grim fate, death. Yet, it was this very honor that led to his resurrection. The respect he earned for his unwavering integrity moved his comrades to bring him back from the dead. And if that wasn't redemption enough, his honorable actions also won him the title of King in the North. His journey proves that in the Game of Thrones, honor doesn't just earn you respect, it earns you second chances and power. Next, we have Brienne of Tarth, a woman who carried honor as her shield and sword. She pledged to protect the Stark girls, a vow she took to heart, risking her life time and again to fulfill her promise. Brienne's honor was her beacon, guiding her actions and decisions. Her reward, a knighthood, a recognition traditionally reserved for men. It was her honor that broke barriers and traditions, earning her a place among the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. These characters show us that honor in Game of Thrones is more than just a moral compass. It's a lifeline, a redeeming force that can bring you back from the brink, pave your way to power, and even rewrite the rules of the game. Yes, honor can lead to heartbreak and sacrifice. It can demand a price that seems too steep to pay. But as we've seen with Jon Snow and Brienne of Tarth, it can also lead to redemption, to resurrection, to recognition. So, Who's to say if the cost of honor is truly too high? In the Game of Thrones, honor may cost you much, but it might also be the one thing that saves you. So who are the true honor guards in Game of Thrones? And what can we learn from them? Well, the first name that springs to mind is none other than Ned Stark, the Warden of the North. This man is the embodiment of honor, a trait he passed on to his children. Even when faced with death, he chose to uphold his principles, teaching us that integrity is not a fair weather friend. Then we have Brienne of Tarth, a character who not only defies societal norms, but also embodies the true essence of honor. Brienne's unwavering dedication to her oath, her courage in the face of adversity, and her resilience in a world that often mocks her are all testaments to her honor. Her story underscores the importance of standing tall for what we believe in, irrespective of the odds. Jon Snow, the bastard of Winterfell, is another character whose actions are guided by honor. Despite his birth status, he never shied away from doing what is right. Jon's journey shows us that it's not the circumstances of our birth that define us, but our actions and the choices we make. And let's not forget the youngest of our honor guard, Arya Stark. She may not fit the conventional mold of an honor guard, but her determination to avenge her family and her refusal to let go of her identity, even when it would have been easier to do so, speak volumes about her honor. What do all these characters teach us about honor? They show us that it's about making tough choices, standing by them, and facing the consequences no matter how dire. It's about courage, resilience, and the unyielding belief in doing what's right, even when the world around you is doing the opposite. In the end, the Game of Thrones Honor Guard teaches us that even in the most brutal world, honor and integrity can be our most powerful weapons. So, in the game of life, let's strive to be the honor guard, to stand up for what we believe in, and to always keep our integrity intact.